Athlete Tuesday. And, well, there's Mr. Sunshine over there himself. Jody Rainey, president of the Heritage Conference, joins us this morning. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Well, the Heritage Conference Boys Championships got underway, or semifinals last night. That was a couple of exciting games. We're hoping for two more exciting games on the girls' side tonight. It's time, isn't it, Coach?
It's time. And I'll tell you, great games last night. You know, we had a 45-41 game with Township outlasting West Shamokin, and River Valley defeated Conemaugh Valley 50-47. So two exciting games, and we expect the same tonight with in our conference, 12-4 United team going to a 14-2 Penns Manor team. So, you know, you got two great teams going at it there. And with River Valley traveling to Portage, and River Valley setting it 13-3 and Portage at 15-1. So we should have some great basketball tonight and even better basketball on Friday night. So hope everybody comes out.
We saw it last night. We'll see it again tonight. These teams beat each other up during the year, but that sure gets them ready for what's coming next, doesn't it?
Well, it's just so exciting coming down to the finish line, too, because we didn't know until Friday who was even going to be in the semifinals for the girls and the boys. It come down to the wire for at least for us, for the Westerns, or the East. You know, help me get my bearings right, the East side of the conference. But,
yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. The mission of our conference is to create enriching and positive experiences for kids, and, you know, to have so many teams have a shot at even getting to the semifinals was exciting. And so, you know, that's what we're about. And so really happy that, you know, we're going to have our big night at the KCAC Friday night.
Yeah, the road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. And you and Greg Cepas from First Commonwealth are scheduled to be with us again on Thursday. We'll really get in depth about it. But tickets are on sale now for folks who want to get in line for the game on Friday night. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, and $5. I mean, where are you going to go for what you're going to get Friday night for $5? I mean, you know, it's a $5 ticket. They are available at the KCAC box office. You can get them online there, too. There is a surcharge, but if you stop by the box office at the KCAC, and I know that, you know, Conemaugh Township has tickets, but I would encourage, the thing that's nice, Todd, really is we've been doing this now for a few years, and it's just the support of the community in large. You know, like we put 2,500 people into the KCAC, and it's what creates the exciting and enriching experience for kids is the atmosphere that's created by the crowd, the presence of the crowd. I mean, I know, you know, and thank you guys. You guys are going to be streaming things, and, you know, and other groups are going to be streaming. And that's great for people that can't make it out physically or just because of where they live and location. But the atmosphere for the kids is created by people being there. And, you know, it's a great night out. In addition to the basketball games, you know, the Heritage Conference, what makes us unique is the fact that we are inclusive of all kids. So, you know, our three main pillars are academics, athletics, and the arts. So, you know, we've talked a little bit already about athletics. Have two great games. You know, we're going to definitely have two great games. You know, those kids have worked hard to be there and have earned that right to be at the KCAC. But in addition to that, we're also academically, each year, the conference has given out, since our inception, over $100,000 worth of scholarships to students within our member schools. So each school will have a male and female student that is presented a scholarship. We get that recognition in between the girls and the boys championship games. So every school in our conference has a piece of this. In addition to that, we also, every year, we do an art exhibit. And so each school, there's 12 of us now, will have at least 3 pieces of work in that exhibit. And the talent of those students is just phenomenal. So we're covering a little bit of the arts there that we emphasize as well. And from that, one of those 3 artists then from each school will be selected as a Heritage Conference all-conference artist. And I think that's the uniqueness of the Heritage Conference. So to get people to come out, there's something for everybody. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you're into art, we have people that come really just to see the art show. I mean, they watch the basketball game, but they're into the art more. We have people, obviously, that are coming to recognize students who excel not only in the classroom, but to qualify for the scholarship, you got to be in 2 Heritage Conference activities. That could be athletics, that could be in the arts, that could be in our academic competitions. It could be any of that. So, $5 Friday night, guys. And I can't say enough about First Commonwealth Bank. Greg Cepas has been a lifetime friend of mine, but in addition, just to have a community partner like First Commonwealth Bank to come out and provide this venue, this arena, these opportunities for kids, that's the point I'm trying to get at, is we need the community support. These kids work hard. They deserve it. And it's all kids. It's not, 2 basketball games are going to be exciting, but it's so much more than that. Yeah. It's a celebration of our conference and our students. And so we hope everybody comes out and just enjoys the night. And it's a good way to catch up with people you haven't seen for a while, too. Absolutely.
We'll talk even more about that on Thursday when we visit with you again. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go through the course of the year with the Heritage Conference, though, because it is more than just the athletic competitions. The athletic competitions are fantastic. But there are get-togethers that celebrate bands, robotics, and the various academic challenges that you have, and the art show is an amazing thing. If folks if they've been to these games before and they've not looked at that art, it is really amazing.
I wish I had half that talent. I wish I had any of that talent, to be honest with you.
Through the course of a school year, I'm sure people don't realize what's going on in the Heritage Conference. Mm-hmm. And it really is an amazing thing. And it is so student-focused, and that's what makes it unique.
It is. And I had the advantage, Todd. I was coaching basketball, actually, talking about basketball, when the conference was founded in 1999. I was the head basketball coach at Purchase Line, boys basketball coach. And just the foresight that the founders of our conference had to create a conference from the beginning. The idea of academics and the arts didn't come later on. That was at the core belief and mission of the founders of our conference. And it's really rewarding to me because a lot of the founding members were people that were very instrumental in my development. In addition to, at Purchase Line, Stan Bem and Jim Clapp. But I can go across the conference and talk about Bill Wilt and Harold Hickson and John Bomboy, to name just a few, that were founders of that conference that really were instrumental in their development. And it's very rewarding to me to be the president of the conference and know that I know we've exceeded what they thought would be possible. Yeah. And we continue to look for ways to build. We're having conversations about how we can do more for band and choral groups in our conference. The robotics, looking to expand some things there. And I give credit to our current members, schools, the principals and athletic directors who make up the conference. I mean, we got some incredible people that are doing a lot of work. For this Friday night, Tiara Stossel, athletic director down at River Valley, Dan Paychak, the athletic director and dean of students at Northern Cambria. They're both on the committee with us. You got myself and Colin Stokes. And Colin, he's the assistant principal now at United and athletic director. He does more. He's a workhorse. And I always tell Colin it's great because whatever side he's on, I just tell him I'll take the opposite side. But Colin and I work very closely together, and it takes a whole group of people. And I tell you what, we got a lot of people that are really pushing and linking outside the box to try to get more opportunities for kids.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Colin because he is so calm, and you need to be in some of these situations.
Well, I can fire him up, Doug.
There you go. Yeah, I can get him rolling.
I'll give you the secret.
All right. Well, if that's for another time, I wanted to go back in time a little bit to the first year that we were at the KCAC when this whole concept came together. And you took a bunch of those founding members of the Heritage Conference, and they were all honored out at Midcourt. And some of those ladies and gentlemen, some of them are gone now.
Yes.
Boy, they did this at the Grammys the other day. They do it at the Oscars. They have the in memoriam where they put their faces up on the screen. That would be a nice feature. But when you saw those recalled names from the past, and when they did, I'm sure that like me on that day, Those folks served as coaches, as athletic directors, as teachers in their school districts. For me, it was going back in time to a really, really nice day, and for us to even be there for that, I thought was such a privilege to see these ladies and gentlemen who work so hard. What I'm getting at is historically, there have been just some tremendous people who have shepherded this conference along.
Absolutely, and none of it's possible without the community too. And Todd, I've lived in Indiana County. Matter of fact, I've lived in Penn Run my entire life, and I'm just so proud of living in a community like this that embraces kids. We're not a perfect community. No community is, but at the end of the day, our kids need leaders. They need teachers. They get the mentoring they get in their homes, and and I go back and I think about how instrumental those leaders, those founding fathers, were for me. I started teaching when I was 22 years old, and just I was raw, to say the least. And to have people like I had at Purchase Line leading me, and then when I became an administrator and just being able to call on those people, and like you said, some of them have passed, and but certainly their legacies will live forever. And it's meaningful to me because I was in the conference as a coach when it first started. Mm-hmm. And, my whole mission to become an educator in the first place is the fact that, just opportunities that I was given as a student in a school, obviously I went to Penn's Manor, but just those opportunities I was given, and I just felt like it was a specific situation for me that it was from a teacher I had at Penn's Manor, Mr. Stuck, Homer Lee Stuck, that just made me want to do this because I wanted to provide those opportunities for kids that I got. Yeah. And I always say unfortunately, I wasn't an academic giant. But at the end of the day, I really will work hard because I think our kids in Indiana County and the Heritage Conference deserve to have every opportunity that any school can give kids. And I'm just super proud that we had men and women back in 1999 that had that vision, and I'm proud that in 2024 we have men and women that continue to have that vision and that passion to do things for kids.
It's what the Heritage Conference is all about. We'll talk with you more about this on Friday when Greg Cepas joins us. Thursday, when we zero in on the KCAC and the road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Jody Rainey, thanks for the visit today.
Thanks, Todd. And don't forget, hey guys, too, you come out, you get to see the voice of the Heritage Conference, Mr. Todd Marino, on the call. Yeah, he'll be down at the big table.
Big drawing card there.
It is. We probably double the cost of tickets or something for that draw.
Autograph sessions to follow.
Yeah, $5, guys. IUP box office. Get your tickets. Come on out and have a great night Friday night.
It's a beautiful thing. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160 and WCCSradio.com.